let's start with get over here, getting everything all properly set up. Then I check the tablet again. Somebody messed it up again. So, because I wasn't on stream yet, I ran. Oh, my volume is still on the phone. I ran out into the kitchen and I quickly, whatchamacallit, I quickly cleaned it as best I could and then came back in because we are going to try again to get the tablet to work without bugging out, because that was exceedingly infuriating last time. And oh my god, I will not tolerate any fighting today, kids. Zorro and Orion, knock it the fuck off. Ugh. So I just got through cleaning this damn thing, and we are going to find out if the tablet works. Now, see if I say it. If I say, because see, last time I was like, well, I have it all set up properly. I did everything right. So this should work perfectly fine. And that's when everything went wrong. Zorro, I swear to God, I will turn you into a violin. You have to wait. He's not leaving me alone. Like, any soft turn I make, he's like, okay, I can get up now. Bruh, no. You need to wait. I apologize for all the noises. This was all supposed to be done before I got on stream. See, now he's stomping out because I said no to him. I dared to say no. Well, no, Chaco, they used to make... The reason why I say it is they used to use cat guts to make violins. It's a poor taste joke, but I say it fairly often. A lot of folks don't know that. Oh, shit, no. Okay, that looks about right. Yeah, you didn't know that? That used to be how they made violins. They would use the intestines. That's why they would field dress cats. What did I step into? Just me telling Choco Hooligan something she did not know. My parents are musicians. How did I not know? It's like really old practice. Like really old practice. Hold on, now I gotta look it up because it's been so long. Yeah, horses actually, a lot of animal hooves are still used for glue, too. Come on, Google, work properly. Used. Yep, there it is. For centuries, the material choice for musical strings were animal guts. Also known as cat gut, the earliest gut strings were found in instruments from Egypt. And many players today continue to use them for the sweetness and warmth. So, the more you know. Yeah, a lot of folks don't know. I know a lot of miscellaneous and weird history. Let me see. I gotta go to Clip Studio. Boy, you better leave that cat litter alone. Your girl's just barely floating when it comes to money. Right now, I can't afford to be, helping your ass after you eat the wrong shit, literally. Yeah, horsehair is not as fine. It doesn't release the same tune. All right, now, hold on a second, because I got it set up, and now we're going to see. You guys can't see, That's because I don't feel like getting the whole thing set up if it's not going to work. So, if you think about it, it's not a shock. No, it isn't, honestly. A lot of folks get shocked about history, mainly because we live in such a sanitized time. Okay, let's see. Okay. I am not seeing. All right. Zoro, can you please just my darling fur baby love. Can't you give me like 5 more seconds? No, of course you cannot. God almighty. I know you're shocked about that because honestly, Chaco, that's something that if I found out a tidbit like that, being all jokes aside, Chaco, you're a very smart woman and you're a very educated woman and you're a very curious woman. So I agree that for someone like you to find out, Linda, hi honey. Any tips on weight management for a rescue cat that lived in a trailer eating mice, now wants to eat until she pukes? So yes, Aria actually still has that problem. So before I get to drawing, I will answer this question. So 1, hi Linda, it's been a hot minute. 2, how you do that is 1, you have to isolate that cat. You have to isolate and you have to minimize and you have to use a slow feeder like you would for a dog. So high protein is the first thing. I would avoid kibble. I would do wet foods, high protein wet foods. And ow, that burned. If you guys can't tell, I have a sore throat because I got a sinus infection. So I made sure to brew coffee with local honey. What you need to do is you have to isolate that cat and they have to get into the habit. So whenever food is done, that cat has to be isolated. You can't leave any free range food out whatsoever because the cat is not used to getting resources. So when cats do that, it's a form of resource guarding because cats have no problem eating their puke. Thanks, Moon. By the way, hi everybody. So when a cat, here's what we all have to understand. Cats don't see puke the same way we do. It's still a resource that they can utilize later. So if they throw it up, they will sometimes try to bury it. And that's because they'll go and try to eat what they couldn't eat at another time. Usually, obviously, we take away that chance for them. But, so what I'm saying is when you have a cat that has this, you have to teach them that the resources are not worth what they're doing. The resources are not going away. So, yeah, it sees it as warm food or just food that they can save for later. So, when you feed this cat, you have to feed this cat whatchamacallit, only when the cat is whatchamacallit, it's time for eat. So timed feedings is the first key thing to do. And then after that, along with the timed feedings, is the type of food. High protein, as much meat as possible, even raw meat, is going to make the biggest difference because you need to make sure that whatever this cat is getting, it's a substantial amount of nutrients. So I would add in offal, ground up offal. I would give them wet food, and I would make sure whatever they're getting is very nutrient rich. And just pace out what they get. And make sure that they're getting it timed. So you might have to start at 3 times a day. When they get to eat, you isolate them. You put them either in a room or in a crate on their own and let them eat. And if you have any other cats in the house or any other food, so like for instance, if you have dogs, okay, and you let the dogs free feed, this is also something where you can't leave that free food out after. Oh my God, if anyone was on my stream last night, the fucking buzzing is back. It genuinely sounds like a vibration from a phone ringing. And it's driving me nuts. Starman heard it too. I don't know what it is. Anyways. Yeah, last night, a buzzing from, like, when you know you have a phone on silent and it's on vibrate, that's what it sounds like. And Starman could hear it too when he came into the room. And we went outside and we checked. But, yeah, this cat is only used to hunting. I never got a notification for the stream last night. That's because I set it up, like, 30 minutes or an hour before it was supposed to go on. You don't like vibrations. I don't like when I don't know where it's coming from. Noah the cat's chicken livers. Chicken livers are fantastic. And as a matter of fact, I would even add in hearts. And you can put those in the grinder and get those really good and mushed up. Or they are used to hunting, so you can even put the hearts in whole and let the cat gnaw on that. And that'll get, like, put in one heart. Get, whatchamacallit. Get a high protein food. I stand by Tiki Cat. They are a very good brand, and they have whole meats and bones in a lot of the foods that they give, which is why I really like them. There is a lot of the consomme ones they have that have sardines. They have the whole heads. They have the bones. Really good for your cat. So I recommend, Linda, if you have no other cats in the house, that's a great thing. So whenever this cat eats, I know you have other pets. So make sure when the dogs eat, that's when the cat eats. And again, you have to make sure this cat is separated and unable to get to the dog's food. Because if this cat is hoarding food anyways, then they will try to get the dog's food. I know because Zorro, Axel, Hendrix, and Nova all try to get the dog's food. And so that's what you need to do is, like I said, you have to portion the food, you have to isolate the cat, and you have to time the meals and make those meals as nutrient dense as possible. So this way, when the cat is eating, it's my brother's cat, she's getting fat and he's concerned. He is 100% right to be concerned, but this is what I will tell you. This is the simple rules. Time her feedings. Make sure that the feedings are very protein rich and nutrient rich, i.e. as much whole meat as possible, and add in chicken livers and chicken hearts. Isolate the cat when you do her timed feedings. And like I said, just make sure that once she is done, you take the bowl away. And this is very valuable because just like training a dog, the cat has to understand that the resources come from you and that you will always provide the resources back to the cat. Dehydrated rabbit ears and frozen baby chicks, like some feed steaks. Right, but you do have to be careful because we don't want the cat to get too used to only that. Although the rabbit ears are a good idea. I wonder, I would check the fat content on those though, because it's a lot of just collagen. But the chicks is a really good idea. Good call after 40. That's a really good point. Yes, if she is overweight, get some more playtime in. Wear her down. Oh, as an addition. Oh, okay, yeah. Like once she's balanced out her diet, add those in. Those are really, yeah, you're right, after 40, yeah. Oh. Okay. All right, let me put the phone down for a minute because I'm balancing Zorro, the phone, and my coffee. And I need to take a picture of what I was able to draw last week. Where the fuck is that drawing pad? That's not the right... There it is, okay. That's right, I hit it. Because I wasn't sure if someone was going to pee on something. It's been one fight after another lately. And we don't need a perfect picture because we're going to draw over it anyway. That was the whole point of me sketching it. I'll pass it on. Thank you. You're welcome, Linda. You know, anytime Guys, if you ever have an animal question, as long as I know what to do, just ask. I am happy to answer. I am very happy to answer. Trying to take this picture without shadow. It's not working too well. Okay. I have all the lights off because I'm weird. All right. There we go. And we can adjust this as needed. Save to gallery. And now I'm going to send it to my Facebook. I'm going to burp because I drank my coffee too fast. Excuse me. You know, you're like Tarzan, but a crazy cat lady. Problem is, I know a lot of animals. Playtime is exceedingly important because it simulates hunting and it stimulates the brain. And anytime you're stimulating your cat's brain, you're doing something right. That's very important. So my next video, let me tell you something, guys. The video is finally coming out. I finally had time to edit it, which is great. And promise I'm getting the photo up so that way I can put it onto Zorro. If you are going to bitch, this is going to be a rough time for you, son. He's getting mad that I'm moving around. Yeah, he demanded he be up here. So, okay. Hypocrite. I'm going to have to ask Sharpie to draw that for me. I've seen what you've asked Sharpie to draw, you pervert. Poor Sharpie. Oh, my God. Come on. Oh, Jay Longbone's funny. Bone is funny. I don't know what you're referencing, Moon, but let me tell you something. She is funny. She's crazy, but she's funny. There we go. Now I've got to resize it. I was absently typing. It's okay, honey. Everyone has those moments. Everybody has those moments. Okay. All right. Now, I should be ready. All right, so what these are, and I'm probably definitely going to edit them now that I'm looking at them more, because I drew them when I was tired and frustrated, is these are the sprites that I'm going to use on the days when I record something, but I don't record my face. But that I still want my thing to look, you know, like me. So first of all, we're gonna edit this one. So we're gonna go to okay. So you're making your clones. Essentially, I'm doing something like that. So this week I lost a friend. And I didn't lose them to death or anything. I lost them because they no longer wanted to associate with me. And what bothered me was that they ghosted me and I didn't realize it. Because I follow them. They're Instagram friend. And there's somebody that I thought we vibed very well. I was incorrect. And what ended up happening was... Oh, God. My earring. We'll go to this one. And what had happened was they ghosted me, which is what really bothered me to begin with. Like, you don't have to like what I say. I thought they ghosted me because of the whole fan art shit, which I do still believe to an extent they did. But I'll explain why. Wait, what? Are we still in a race? There we go. I'll explain why I believe what she did was out of optics. Of course, as soon as I start actually drawing, because she ghosted me. She didn't answer me at all. She just blocked me on Twitter. She blocked me on all social media. Well, not blocked me at all. She deleted me from Instagram. And she made me unable to follow her. So she took me off her follow. And I was like, well, that sucks. Don't know why that happened. And how I found out was I was accidentally on my work. So as you guys know, I do videos for my job. Like, I don't just work at the restaurant. I do the social media. I do all the reels, stuff like that. Cancel. Which one is it? This one. Okay. I do the reels, things like that for my job. So that way we can get more people coming in because the youngsters, they love that shit. Okay. And I messaged, I was on there and I didn't realize I was still on that Instagram profile. And so I was like, wow, I haven't heard from this one in a while. Let me go check in on her. And I realized we weren't following each other. And so I messaged her and I went, hey, what's going on? And I was like, oh, oops, I'm on the one on my job. Oops, let me go on to my regular one. I'm just freaking out over nothing. And then I went on to my regular one and I still wasn't following her. And she had unfollowed me. And I'm like, what? And so I sent her a message on there. And I was like, sorry, that was my work profile. What's going on? Well, she did not answer me on the message she got from me, but she did send a bunch of question marks to my work one. So I knew she was getting the messages. She was ignoring me. And I was like, oh. Then I checked Twitter. She blocked me on Twitter. I was like, oh, okay. And as you guys know, no matter how much it stings when someone stops being friends with you, I don't chase. I would like to get a chance to make up if I've done something wrong. If I have hurt you, yes, then I want a chance to make up for it. But if you're just going to cut me off and not even say why, then I don't know. So it really hurt. It hurt. I was like, and I was kind of like thinking about it all day. And I was like, And I will say this. Let me be very honest for a minute. The only time I get insecure and I start thinking, am I doing something wrong? Am I making a mistake when I want to run away? Is when that happens. Because it happens so often with me that I end up just not wanting to associate with anybody at that point. Like, well, you know what? Fuck it. I just want to disappear from everybody and I'll just go do my own thing. And that's something I've been warring with the last day. Because it's happened a bit lately. Like, as you guys know, in October, another friend of mine just ghosted me. And so I was really annoyed by it. Well, then, yesterday morning, about 4 a.m., because I was sick and I, with the sinus infection, I was up. I wake up and she had messaged me back finally. And she said, listen, I just can't be friends with you anymore. I don't, ideologically, we don't align. I don't like what you have to say. I saw your Twitter. It flabbergasted me. And da-da-da-da. Now, here's the thing. One, I said to her, nothing I post on Twitter is different from what I post on Instagram. That's first of all. Second of all, I do appreciate that you answered me back because it really hurt that you were just ghosting me and ignoring me. And she even said, she's like, you're right. I should have been an adult. I should have come to you instead of just blocking you. I just didn't know what to do. Da-da-da-da. And the craziest part is, guys, I think she genuinely still likes me. But I'm not going to reveal who it is because I really like this person a lot. And I think she's exceedingly talented. And I think, honestly, me talking about fan art was the nail in the coffin. And here's why. She is a rather large creator in terms of artwork. She is getting a big following. And a lot of artists that are major on Twitter do follow her and like her artwork. And I think that it was all optics. If you're hearing that grumbling sound of Zoro's stomach, sorry about that. What does ideology have to do with it? Isn't that what conversation is for? Well, that's the thing. I thought she and I agreed ideologically because she and I had this discussion in the past. But I honestly think what it came down to is I do think that she is ideologically changing, and that is because she lives in a country where it is actually female oppression. I will admit that. Where she lives, there is actually oppression against women. She lives in a different country from me. So I think it was one, she can't relate to me because she doesn't understand how easy women have it here. And so for her, clearly the messaging would not get through. And on top of that, there are a lot of themes that she was starting to draw, and I was like, damn, she's getting a little out there. But I didn't care because I still liked her. But I don't feel bad anymore about our friendship ending. Because one, we both said I love you to each other. We both said we support each other still. She just did not want to be friends with me anymore. And here's why I bring it up, guys. Because she apologized for not being an adult. She apologized for ghosting me. And she told me why she didn't want to associate with me anymore. And that means something. Because to me, if you ghost somebody out of nowhere, it shows how little respect you have for them and if the friendship was even real. I don't think we changed Catherine Fluffy Paws because we haven't been friends long enough for that. I think what it came down to is it was not conducive to her online presence to keep me around because she said point blank that she just simply couldn't handle talking to me. And I just honestly think it's because it didn't look good for her. But the fact is, I don't even care if that's the case. What I care about is that she respected me enough as someone who was her friend at the time to message me back and say, you know what, I just don't want to be friends with you anymore. And that meant something to me. It meant a lot to me. Oh, I'm getting texts. Hold on, guys. And that's why I bring it up, because I think in our day and age, this political climate, we are all going to suffer through losing friends due to ideological beliefs. Whether it's our will or their will, it's going to happen. And the problem with it is I feel that both sides are starting. Perfect example is the drama between Steven Crowder and Daily Wire. I saw a blatant lack of respect on both sides for people that were supposed to be friends with each other. That bothered me. That bothered me a lot. That bothered me more than most of the stuff involved. Because it was showcasing that, yeah, we're friends until it, optics-wise, it doesn't suit us. And I didn't like that. I didn't like that from either side. I didn't like the lack of respect. Is it bad? I'm used to it. It's bad, but at the same time, it's not. And it bothers me just because I am very used to being backstabbed. I am very used to being treated like, oh, well, Cassie will get over it. A lot of people do that to me. Even if I'm the one who wronged them, they don't take the time to tell me, hey, I don't like what you did. They just assume that I'll get over it. It's fine. Because I'm a quote-unquote strong person. I had a friend on Tumblr do this to me. I posted things they didn't like, and instead of having an adult convo about it, they made a hate post about me and then ghosted me after I called them out. Wow. I've had a couple of friends do this. There's other friends who no longer associate with me, and it hurts. It hurts a lot. It hurts that they don't respect me enough as someone who was their friend. Like, I have one friend who does come at me sideways over everything. She's a very angry person. And I'm pretty sure she doesn't really want to associate with me anymore. She just hasn't done the full, block. Because every time she doesn't agree with me, she never comes at me in a way that is a conducive or proper conversation. She comes at me in a way where she just wants to, quote unquote, educate me and tell me how wrong I am. And when I try to talk to her or tell her, hey, this is your perspective. Like, if I give her a perspective conversation and it in any way doesn't jive with what she wants to hear, oh, she flips out. And like, it's so dumb. But what am I supposed to do, So I made my mind that that's why I don't chase people. But I am sorry that happened to you, Allison, because I know how that feels. Hi, Potato Head. Generally, I'm bad at keeping in contact with people, but that being said, if someone wrongs me, I'll cut them off. If they want to ask me about it, I'll tell them, but usually that doesn't happen. Not talking to them is not the same thing as cutting them off. Now that I think about it, it's kind of a bitch. I'm kind of a bitch in that regard. Here's the thing. If you don't delete them, don't block them, you just stop talking, to me, that's different. Because you let them take care of it themselves. You let them... How important am I to you if I stop talking and you don't hear from me? And all the lines of communication are still open and you just don't ask. Well, at that point, that is on them. So I find that a little different. Now, if you block and everything, and you don't even give them the chance to ask, that's different. That's wrong. No, Moon, honey, not you, honey. You are going through a lot. And that's okay, babe. You're completely different. And I always know if you go quiet, I know why you go quiet. Also, I'm lazy. Blocking people is a hassle. Right. So if you're not blocking, that's a horse of a different color. See, because that's where it bothers me. If you ghost them, but you also block them, you don't give them a chance to ask you a question. You, like, maybe not on the same level, but it's like those people that will message somebody that makes them mad online. They'll say something really nasty to them, and then they'll block them. So that way, they can't ever get a chance to defend themselves or argue with you on your point. And to that, I say, you're a coward. If you don't like somebody, if you don't like what they had to say, and you don't like it to the point where you had to message them, tell them how shitty they are. And then you're an even bigger coward because you blocked them so they can't respond to you. Yeah, you're a wimp. You're a big-ass coward, and I have no problem saying that. But no, Moon, what you did, honey, was you went quiet because you had to. For mental health. And it's okay. Conversation makes the world go round. Exactly. I can't stress this enough, guys. Avoidance only feels good because it's easy. Not because it's good. Very rarely is avoidance actually healthy for you. Because you're not resolving anything. You're not solving any problem. You are just hiding from it. Take it from me. You're not actually doing yourself any favors. And you're creating a very toxic habit of your own. Because then you get in the habit of, if you get in a fight with somebody, you don't know how to do anything but lash out. Right? If you get in a disagreement, you don't know how to do anything but shut people down. Doesn't feel good for the one being avoided. Right. Even if you don't like them, the only time I say do it, because I can't argue, is if they are truly a horrible person or truly someone super toxic in your life. Like, we're talking super toxic. Like, every time you're around them, they treat you like shit. Every time you're around them, you feel worse just being near them. Then I fucking get it. Go off. Does it still make it right? No. But I can't argue at that point because that's somebody that genuinely damages you. And so I guess my point is, I understand taking time out for your own personal and mental health. That is great. But if somebody is damaging your mental health and they're not meaning anything malicious, and they think they genuinely friends with you, and you've had good times with them, and you know that they're not bad people, then be kind back to them. Blocking without notice is cowardly. I had a friend do this on Facebook for calling him out in a post. He kept ranting about me while I couldn't defend myself. Right! That's a problem. That is toxic. If you think someone is toxic, acting toxic back to them is not good. I'm sorry, it's not. Especially if the toxicity is not towards you. You just don't like what they do. Like, for instance, back when Trump got elected, everyone was like, oh, this toxic friend of mine voted for Trump. I'm gonna treat them like shit. They didn't do anything directly to you. You were just affronted by their options and their choices. And you're gonna punish them for it. Because how dare they have that choice? How dare they make those choices? Like, alright. You know what's uncomfortable for me? And Moon already knows about this. Moon knows right about this. I made the decision to do those commissions back when I had money and when shipping rates were not so expensive. You know what's really uncomfortable for me? Having to admit to people, no, I haven't shipped out your stuff yet because I can't afford it. But you know what would be really toxic? If I didn't answer the people that ask me where their stuff is. That would be really toxic of me. That would be really cowardly of me. I don't know, is a sinus infection sick? I have a sinus infection. I had it last night too, Esteban. This is partially because I talked last night. See, I don't consider it a cold because it stems from allergies. But I certainly don't feel good, I'll tell you that. Welcome to democracy. People have choices. Doesn't mean everyone has to agree. Right. It's in the name infection. Yeah, but it stems from allergies. But anyways, like, it's a lot easier to avoid people asking me, hey, why haven't you shipped it yet? Hey, why isn't it done? It would be so much easier for me and more comfortable for me to just not answer. But is that the right thing to do? I didn't notice it last night. I hope you get better. Oh, thank you. You do need to say why. I did have to cut off people like that were toxic. But I did right. Because the thing is, if you don't like someone acting toxic, you know what the worst thing to do is to cut them off without reason, because then what they're going to do is they have no idea what they did wrong. Okay? And that's the thing. If you want someone to fix their ways and change their ways, that you don't do it by not explaining to them what they did. That is not how life works. That is not how reality works. You have to tell someone what they did wrong so they can fix it and make it better. And so you can get closure too. Because the thing is, if you're really mad at someone, sometimes what makes you really mad doesn't go away. You might think it does. It doesn't. It festers because you never resolve that problem. You never went through the effort to fix why you were angry or fix why that person made you angry. Hey, Rachel. You never resolved why the argument happened. If there was a misunderstanding, do you know how many people think I did them wrong? And then when we talked, they were like, oh my God, wow, I didn't know. Or vice versa. I thought someone did me wrong. Turned out I was wrong. This is a situation where if you don't discuss it, you don't resolve it, you're just going to be in a state of ambiguity for the rest of the time that you exist. And it leaves a scar on you. Like I said, there are a lot of people that I stopped associating with because of their choice. Thank you, sir. Oh my God, my shoulder fucking needs it. Oh my God. Sinus infection is sick, yes. Fine, I'm sick. I'm allergy sick, but I'm still sick. God, that fucking hurt, guys. Let me tell you something. He may not be the heaviest cat, but he ain't the lightest cat either. Like shit. But anyways. So. Oh, also, for those that have been asking for ages, my lipstick, the blue lipstick that you all love, it's available on Amazon. I found it. I posted it on my Instagram the other day. I'll post it again. Let me tell you something, Rachel. It's not even great in anime and books. I hate miscommunication in books because it's so simple. Mine thinks I'm a bed. Zoro thinks I am constantly available just for him. I don't have any other life. I meant to hold Zoro. Because this is that one, right? And so, but I digress, guys. My biggest issue is just communicate. Issues I've had at work all stem from miscommunication. Issues I've had with my family all stem from miscommunication. Issues I've had with my husband stem from miscommunication. And I love to over communicate with the people that I love. You are a Zoro pillow. I guess so. God, this honey is helping my throat. You can always hear it right after I drink. My throat sounds better for a few seconds. I got local honey. I don't think allergies are basic. My fiance gets them most of the time. So I just read. I never used to get them until I moved down south, honestly. I always try to give people a chance to get change and fix things. It's only after they make it clear they won't that I cut ties right. I give people so many chances. Miscommunication tropes are irritating in books and there's too much. Right, I hate it. Welcome back, honey. The dogs need to go outside, honey. Honey, honey, nearly killed me. Cute. All right. So I got the normal explaining face. I got the annoyed face. Let's see. Just so I have a size. So I want to make sure I get the right size. Okay. Hey, baby. Can you come take my mug? I finished with it. There we go. When you get a chance, empty and fill. Dishwasher. Thank you. How was it? Did you was it productive? Yeah. You feel better? Yeah. Everyone congratulate Starman. He just went to another therapy session. We're very proud of him. A clown hat one. See, what I want to do is get the normal expressions out of the way first. Although I do like that idea, Chaco. That's a good one. See, what I need to do, I forget who was saying it to me. Somebody was saying to me, get the lemon and da-da-da-da-da. But I can't remember who. We're very proud of Starman. He went and he got his mental health taken care of. We're very proud of him for it. You know what I'm going to try to do? All right, this is probably going to hurt. But I've waited long enough. I'm going to do my nasal spray. I try to wait over the 12-hour limit, so I'm not doing it in. Let's see. This might open up my airwaves a little more and make it a little better. Good afternoon, Cassie. Oh, hello again, Paige. I'm sorry you're still suffering with the sniffles. Loving this sketch. Thank you. You should do hot water, honey, and ginger. Oh, it was horror. That's what I was saying. I gotta get that lemon, but I haven't. So I've done an annoyed face. I've done a happy, normal face. Should I do a laughing face, guys? I think that's what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna do a laughing face. And actually, hold on, let me fix something. Because I just realized something about the stream. That's a little better. You don't even see my little circle. making all weird words. Just find a steamer to clear up. I had one. I don't know where it is now. Lime, fresh, ginger, honey, and no, God, no, not cayenne. Why, Ice Princess? Why? Here we have menthol, Epsom salts, and then breathe in the vapors. Right, cayenne is it will help you, but it'll burn you too. I hate spicy. No, I'm getting there, guys. Like the Sinex works really well. You can actually hear it starting to work right now. It's just a matter of whoops. Would help. Long story short, here in the friendship thing, you shouldn't have to agree on everything to be friends. I agree. You should talk about differences respectfully. I do believe if morally, like, I forgot who I was saying it to. Obviously, if you feel the person is morally corrupt, like I know, if they're kind of like Sig Heil kind of situation, go ahead, don't talk to them anymore. But I don't know. You can always shove a bit of onion up. No, thank you. No shrekking here. I have an idea of what I want. Excuse me. But don't forget, guys, I trace everything I draw. Yuck. Oh yeah, I know capsaicin is really good, but it's yuck. You won't shove a little bit of Shrek up your hoo-ha. Disappointing. Take a nice hot bath. Well, that's my intention at some point today, hopefully. Shit. Who broke you? Saunas are great, yeah, but saunas are impossible to get to around here. Also, I hate saunas. I know exactly what I'm trying to go for. Can I time out? She is also a mod, so I can't. I don't have mental faculties. How dare, right? So angry. I spilled coffee on my desk. Now it feels sticky. Hold on 2 seconds, kids. I have to wipe away all the yucky. There we go. The benefit of always having water at your desk. You can always clean up the sticky stuff. And trace your own drawings. Right! The only time I traced anything was the general outline of that guy with the muscles for Guy. And then all of you watched as I redrew it anyway with bigger muscles. So it's like, okay. It's hilarious how they don't understand when you accuse somebody of direct tracing something. You're pretty much saying their artwork looks like it's exactly like what it's supposed to look like. And that's why you think it's traced. But okay. Whatever makes you feel better, guys. Not you guys, them. But still. I'm so dumb. Do you guys want to know what I just did? I just tried to wipe the eraser shavings off of my tablet. I swear to God, the things traditional artists do when they retouch a digital. No, why are you going like that? Why are you doing that? You're stupid. No. Maddie's slave. Moon is the favorite. Moon is the favorite. Aw, one of Matt's and my songs is playing. It's time. Whoa. Where's my... Fun fact. Starman's favorite musicians are Ozzy Osbourne and Billy Joel. Edie is on the ass side. Edie is my digital lover. Nikki is my digital wife. I would say digital, if you are perpetually traditional like me, digital is kind of difficult. I think that, like I've always said, there are elements to digital that are cheating. But like any other tool, if you only use the cheating techniques, which I have seen people who do it, then no matter how good... I just did it again. Stop trying to wipe away erasers that aren't there, honey. Just like any other tool, if you don't know how to utilize it properly, people can still tell. Something's just seeming off about this. I love it and I hate it. Like, it's almost there. Like, this part's fine. It's this part. Edie's your digital waifu. No, she's my digital side piece. Exactly what Raven said. It's a yes and a no. It can be... Let's see if this technique works. Did it again. Keep trying to wipe away eraser marks that don't exist. There she goes, erasing with the lead. It'd be like that, right? Chaco, do you have a sinus infection too? You're typing like you do. I kind of want to start drawing eventually. I was okay with it without formal training. I would definitely say if you want to do it in a professional sense, get some formal training, or at least go and look up online some tutorials. I have a really bad, stubborn habit of just like throwing myself in and trying to figure out something. It's a really bad habit of mine. No, I don't have a lack of brain infection. Whatever. Digital is definitely different from traditional. I tend to try to draw digitally like I do traditional. That's exactly my problem. Like, I don't deny that I'm not as good at digital as I am at traditional. I have never denied that. Warning to everyone, eat and drink something today, right? Warning to everyone, do not starve yourself. Are they still outside, babe? Oh, yeah, no, they're definitely not still outside. Issue toys and I. You are such a liar. Nearly died changing pants. What? You will not prove anything, Chaco. There is a week-long art workshop in June. When I have more details, I'll share. Oh, nice. Is it a digital one? Not my fault. You're a bit silent. Can't remember shit. You're such a liar. Don't try to accuse me of being senile when you can't even type out you're senile. No, I mean, is it a digital workshop that everyone can attend online? Reading all that shitty English and drama screenshots is affecting me. Yeah, my dramas. Everyone gets mad because the only spot you really see me attending in my Discord is drama screenshots, and I don't deny that. It's free online. Okay. I remember what way I want my body to look when I'm laughing. Same, I'm definitely much better with traditional than digital. I can do digital, but I'm annoyed it doesn't look like what I do on paper. I always feel my digital lacks the soul that I get on paper. And it depends on which artist you speak to. Some artists will agree that digital always lacks some kind of soul. I think it takes particular kinds of artists to make digital feel as warm. What, baby? Zoro, no, mommy needs her shoulder right now. I will stick to my watercolors and pastels, right? I spent most of my creativity on music and clothing, looking to expand my skills, especially now that I'm teaching my kids. I don't blame you, Ice Princess. I feel like I look like a feminine Arnold Schwarzenegger. Fine, Zoro, but you're gonna hurt me. Swear to God. This freaking cat. I think I'm trying to do too much like my real body. The funniest thing is when people get mad at me for drawing myself fat. That I think is the funniest shit. Why are you drawing yourself fat and bucktooth? Cause I am fat and bucktooth. Like arm nom nom. No, looks like freaking a balloon. I love working with pencils and pens, paint too, but it takes longer. I don't mind it taking longer. You ride on them, huh, Chaco? Girl, maybe you should give up typing today. It's not for you. It's not for you, babe. And it's only 1:14. We're only halfway through the stream, sister. I drew a tree, thought it was good. Then she asked me why I chose to draw a volcano. Stop it. We're talking about the art mediums we use. I do some basic traditional paintings like matrioscas, but that's it. Folk crafts, but not high art. I mean, I don't do high art either. I already have a sinus infection. Come on now. I don't need anaphylactic shock. And yes, I ride my friends regularly. Also, use a hoe. Okay, as long as I know. This is way longer than my neck actually isn't going to let that be known right now. My neck is not this long, as a matter of fact. I can't lie. I can't lie to myself this way. Maybe that's why it's throwing me off. Yes, my soul, the soul aspect for sure. I feel that my soul just isn't in a computer when I can tell right. Hold up. How do you accidentally draw a volcano when doing a tree? Do you think did you do a pine tree? I think poor Chaco just tried and her friend roasted her like she roasts everybody else. That's what I think happened. See, now that feels okay. Maybe that's why I was getting such a hard time with the perspective. Because now Frank Sinatra singing in the background. You guys can't hear it, but I can. I keep the Google Home playing for the kittens all day long. Gouache is fun. I've never played with gouache. I would like to, but oh, that fucking hurt. There's something on the side of my face, and I felt it, but I can't see it. It's that weird pain you get. Why would they care about how you draw yourself? A lot of people get mad. So, a lot of people when they don't like me, the first thing they attack is my artwork because, well, someone's at the door or some animals outside. Orion's punching my windows right now. A lot of people will come after your artwork first. And the reason why they do that is always pay attention to what somebody attacks first. Always pay attention to what somebody goes after when they don't like you, if they're just trying to make you feel bad. If they're going after what they don't like that you did, for instance, your opinion, the facts you state, then they're actually intelligent and they want to have a conversation. The problem lies a lot of people don't want to have the conversation. They just want to hurt you. And so pay attention to what they attack. Because usually what they're attacking is something that would hurt them. And a lot of people that are creatives in some way, if they don't like you, but they see that you're talented, that really pisses them off. That really makes them mad. So they're going to say your art is shit. They're going to say you can't create. They're going to try to dig at you in any way possible to hurt you. It doesn't work. But it is kind of funny to watch it. Because people have opinions about everything and never get past the teenager stage, right? Especially these days. I am way better at animals than people and than backgrounds. I can't do backgrounds to save my life. I hate it so much. Because I look at it and I'm like, okay, I'm going to draw this. And I do it. I'm like, why does it look so bad? Like, I hate it. And then other people will be like, oh my God, your background's so good. I'm like, oh my God, thank you. Your drugs are really powerful. What are they? Problem that I have with you drawing yourself is that you don't give yourself enough chins. This hoe. The only thing I hate more than backgrounds are feet. See, now feet, I've got no problem with. You want to draw a foot? Feet are easy. Feet are fucking easy. Feet are easy. Hands, the same thing. Feet belong on OnlyFans. It's not fat accurate. Chuckle this hoe. My drawing talent is inside Midjourney. At least it's still right. Feet and hands are a trip. Okay, the making of the scene in terms of scene for clay models is easy. See, now I can make a clay model background, no problem. 39.2C, what's that? Esteban, don't let her trick you. She is trolling. The chin should meld into top. That's not what I asked as a high temperature. Thank you. That's what I wanted to know, you piece of shit. God. 102. Sister, go to the hospital. Isn't that shit supposed to be free there? I don't need your validation. It's got you there, Choco. Choco's just jealous that I can draw faces better than she can. If I want to, I can draw hers. Have a nice bath. Right, that is. No matter what prompt you give it, mid-size, BBW, big woman, comes back with a bunch of Tess Holiday size images. Right. Feel the same way about my backgrounds. They are not the worst, but skill level. Right, like I'm way better at faces. Way better. Nope, don't like that. Go to the horny corner, Sponge. She's always in the horny corner. Always. I don't know about you, but I can't draw a stick figure. Oh my god, stop it, Linda! I hate it. No matter what you do, it won't do it? That's kind of weird. Might want to get out the prescription checked. Alright, the two of you. Quit it. I think I'm gonna adjust. Don't tell me what to do. Not only can I tell you what to do, I will tell you what to do. Right. The only problem I don't like once I start thinking too much, which is what I'm doing right now, because what I really want is this line right here. Like that line is what I want. But the problem is I'm focusing on it too much. So now I'm creating like a really weird effect. So I just have to force myself to get over it. Ooh. Egrets are beautiful. Youth doesn't mean anything. I had to wear glasses since I was a young child. Oh, Lord. Don't worry, girls. You're both pretty. You're getting your hair done. What are you going to get done? Tried to sneeze, and it went away. Top up on the hair color. Nice. Getting the Karen cut. Can't lie. Choco would be hilarious with the Karen cut. I mean, you could, Choco. Curly hair and a Karen cut is kind of funny. It's gonna cost me a pretty penny. Hair always does. Like, if you want your hair to look nice, you're gonna be spending something, guys. If you're wondering what that weird noise is, if you can hear it, that is Zorro cleaning himself because he can't just lay there and make it easy for me. No. He has to, like, you know, do some cleaning while he's up here. Which does not make this difficult in any way. Let me see if you can hear it. Go ahead, keep what you were doing. He's glaring at the microphone now like you've invaded my space. Hear that? If you can hear that, that's Zorro. I don't brush my hair unless I'm washing it. I'll leave this running so you get the few minutes. Aw, thanks, Pluribus. There we go. I'm gonna fix that middle finger a little bit, though. See, the other ones are so easy to do because I did all the hard work the other day. If you knew me, I'd not summoned you. Be gone. Can you do an evil chuckle? Can I do one right now? I don't know if I count my throat like this. Hold on. Let me try. Let me see if I can do the Ursula laugh. Hold on. See, now I feel on the spot. So that's my Ursula laugh. No, not literally in draw. Hey, so on the Instagram, I think there's something I should see. Oh no. Hold on, guys. I have to detangle the phone from the wires I have. Hold on. Won't be able to see what you're saying. I thought you meant actually, though, Choco. Sorry. Let's see. It hurt my throat. I shouldn't have done that. Moon! Guys, hold on. Let me get the link. Copy. No, Orion, nothing for you. Go follow Moon! What, Orion, baby, what? Go see Daddy. Do you hear the heavy breathing? That's him. Weirdo. Oh, my phone is charged. Did not realize it was charged. Did not realize it was charged. Whoopsie doodles. Sorry about the throat pain. I'm sorry, I got all excited. Alright. Ugh. Hike him back up. That's exciting. I'm so proud of my baby. Oh my god. I have to rearrange everything so that way nothing's falling over. The hardest part of this right now is Zoro. He is making this so difficult. Yes, Greta. You know, I can always tell it's Greta. There's zero panting. Come on, come around. There's my girl. Because I squealed when she showed me what she had. My beautiful girl. Mommy can't pet you for long because this is my drawing hand. Shall we? Yes, please remember to follow Moon later. Please, please, please do so. I know, Greta. You said you're a good girl. Hey, mommy's a good girl. You are. See, I'm still trying to decide if I'm going to color these guys. I don't know. I think I should. There's something to be said that I like just the outlines. Like, I really like just the outline of these. But at the same time, I'm like, Stop it. Whoopsie. Does that mess the other ones? Yes. Use space colors. See, I'm gonna do it because, like, I always do. Like, I was gonna do my black hair along with my star shine and my blue shirt and blue lipstick. And these are gonna be like for when I'm talking or. I've just never taken the time to do this. I'm always so busy. I've got like 4 commissions to do. I have one for Jenny Eller. I have one for Pink Dolphin Milk. Who, by the way, in case you guys don't know, Pink Dolphin Milk got married. So cute. Can you draw just? I had the Karen cut before it was the Karen cut, guys. I'll find the photo. You should have their outfit color reflect the emotions. Well, no, because I mean, some of it's just me talking. So I don't know. Because the problem is, this is going to change from sentence to sentence. And I don't know if that's going to look a little odd. You know? I'm just struggling today. I understand, Real Wade. One of those weeks. It is one of those weeks. Yes, Pink Dolphin got married. I know, don't change the shirt colors. I love the blue that I use. But I'm sorry you're struggling, Wade. Everyone says I have to call myself sick. I have a sinus infection. So I don't feel it's sick. But everyone else is like, you're sick. Okay, fine, I'm sick. Whatever. Okay, I need to fix the hand on that one. She's always mentally sick. Bite me. Ugh. Yuck, I pressed this on that. AZ Highness. I think I hear thunder, but I can't tell. Kind of sounds like I'm hearing thunder. Which would make sense. It's the time of season. This is when there's thunder all over North Kakalaka. But it could be thunder or it could be a motorcycle. I still don't remember what the hell happened with the sponge. I don't know. She's always doing something wacky. There we go. There we are. It's a thunder motorcycle. Oh, my crazy kids. Will anyone want to brainstorm it? Maybe the suggestions will trigger something. I don't know. I do not know, sister. Looks to our son, either I'm your neglected child or you neglected sister, but I can't be both. I call everyone sister. Stop it. Can't with you. You're both there. Now you really need to get the prescription checked. Perfect. Okay, so we got 4 emotions. So I've got regular talking, I have annoyed, laughing. What's the last emotion? This is just to give me a size reference. I know I made typing errors, but I don't care. So let's decide. I'm kind of thinking sad. Screaming. I don't know. I don't know if I want to do screaming yet. I want to try to get the ones that I would use the most across the board. Yes. Yes, Peach. They're going to be when I did you make Angry Star Son? The annoyed one with my hand in the air is kind of me angry. It's more like me explaining something that's really annoying. Sad, derision. See, I'm gonna make a series of them for when I'm talking, just so that way on the days that I record videos, it's not gonna be fairly often, but on the days I record videos, disgusted. See, I want to do that one too, but I want to get the main ones out of the way first. That's why I did the laughing and the annoyed. Although honestly, this one could be considered disgusted. You know? This one right here. Sarcastic. No, I don't. I need to keep track of all the ones that I do have. Draw the star sign being smothered by an Orion. Oh my god. I do want to make one where I'm smothered by all of my pets. I think that'd be funny. But see, again, I feel like this one is the clown Cassie. I think maybe I will draw that one. That one sounds kind of fun. But this one right here kind of is disgust and seriously, what does this world come to? This one, but all right. Choco made it sound so fun. I'm gonna do the clown one. You win, Sponge. I think you might like the idea I have in mind, guys. I think you're gonna like this one. I might have to make it smaller than the other ones. Sure it is. Have I ever told you that I have a slight phobia of clowns? Oh, Linda, honey. I'm so sorry. But it's gonna be a funny one, I promise. I think you'll like it. No, too thick on the line. It's okay. I'm an adult. Sniffles. I choose this to build up resistance. I've got you. I promise. It only looks nightmare fuel because there's no hair or anything. Bowler hat guy. A clown with a Karen hairdo. That's why I kind of try to do it. Ah, somebody got it. I got the reference. Might have to make this smaller. So it'll fit. Maybe I shouldn't use K's. Hold on. Hold on. I gotta show it. I can't. I can't. Much better. Oh my god, Choco. Fucking only you. I'm making the video just for it. Right? Out here trying to... You're welcome? Okay, whose welcome is it? Oh, there you go. I fucking can't. I fucking can't. Choco, I can't with you. I can't. You didn't even intend that one. That was all you, sister. That was all you. I make Star Sound choke regularly. Okay. Perv. Think Choco been hitting the brownie Baileys too much, right? Hi, Priz. What the heck are you trying? I'm gonna fucking die today, I swear to God. So I'm drawing Clown Star San. For when there's a clown take. Oh my God, excuse me. There's brownie. Choco, how the fuck did you not know that? Of course there's brownie Baileys. Girl, where the hell have you been? The fuck? Something hit my hair. Shut, I'm trying to find where I can buy it near me. What in the world is she pinching? Very distracting. It's those little... It's one of those little honker things. There's also chocolate babies. I don't know about the red velvet. I feel like... Oh, good, a horn. I thought it was a very big napple. No. No, I don't need YouTube, Papa YouTube taking me down for something like that. No, I don't like that line at all. The microphone is right above my head. And so, like, it keeps hitting my hair. It feels weird. I've had chocolate because the counter expression is used when Star seeing a leftist being a clown. Exactly. It's not as good as the chocolate, though. A tutor that looks like a titty. No, we are not doing that, Choco Hooligan. Pluribus, do not give her ideas. I really like this new song they put in. They put in Future Pop. And I just really enjoy it. I think it has a great sound. Oh, here we go. Prepare yourself, children. Prepare yourself, children. Copy link. Discord. Discord, sir. Prepare yourselves. Guys have napples too. You said titty horn. It's not going to be a titty horn. Thought it was odd that it didn't make a sound and had a bulge on one side. It's going to be like that. Oh, whoops. Edit, undo. I need the... Oh, whoops. Don't do that. Hey, come on. I don't think he got the message, so I'm going to say it to him. Okay. He got the message. I can't do a titty horn. God almighty. I can't with you people. You just all want me to get banned. No titty horns. Did it work? It worked. I'm waiting. There they are. Hello, sir.
Well, been a while
Been
since
a
I've been in these fucking slums.
Out here in these mean streets of YouTube.
Hello, bums.
How you doing, nephew?
Still liking this shitty art, huh?
What can I say? I'm a piece of shit artist.
Yeah.
I feel like any moment you're gonna take a piece of straw out of your mouth and like go to an old shootout.
Is that what you think?
Yes, that's what I think.
So, any news about any current events?
Well, I haven't.
I hear there's been a new school shooting.
Yeah, I'm not exactly thrilled. I spoke about it last night on the animal stream, and I told everyone the same thing. My biggest issue is there are 3 families who no longer have their babies today.
Oh, but guess what, Star saying? If only Tennessee did not have bills that were so fucking bad to trans people, they wouldn't have fucking died. What a take that is.
Wait a minute, is that really why she did it?
No, I don't fucking know, and I don't care. There's no take given that will make any fucking sense or justify a thing.
Sense or justify it. I want to know if she left a manifesto and said that. That's what I want to know.
Oh, she left him. Oh, the dumb fuck left a manifesto, but I don't know what was in it. I do know she messaged her fucking friend saying, "Yeah, you're gonna hear about me on the news after this."
Wow.
Guess what?
Out herself.
I have some wild takes about this school shooting.
I'm ready for them. You go off.
And they stem from all political sides that I've seen react to this. Number one, it's cute that the side that lets you all know that drag shows are the problem are magically running around saying this is what transgender people do. When the last publicized school shooting took place, you had a few people, not prominent figures, but people who are admittedly against the left, framing a random transgender for a school shooting. That was fun. That was also wrong. You have the collection of people that think I should care about the pronouns of a murderer and anyone misgendering them is part of the problem. No, no, no. The school shooter is the problem. You
She lost all
have
respect when she killed children.
you have certain red pill gurus who let you know that depression isn't real, going around saying transgenderism is mental illness, and that's what we like to call hypocritical takes. Overall, simple controversial take, don't really care about any of these hot takes because, no matter the hot take, whether it be mental illness, whether it be video games, whether it be the new craze of saying that it's a drag show's fault, or if you just want to point the blame at leftism and transgenderism, school shootings have been happening for quite a while, and nobody from any side seems to have a definitive answer. I chalk it up to crazy people. And you can't really do nothing about crazy people except put a bullet in them. And based on the body cam footage I saw, they put a bullet in them.
Oh, they put a bullet. They put many bullets in her. See, I said
Yeah.
last night what I think it is, and this is my take. I don't care what side you're from because there are right wingers who have done terrible things with guns. There are left wingers.
But they
My
don't
take.
count. They don't count in this instance because
All
it's
right,
time to make fun of the left, Star said.
but
They
here's what I will say:
just like
validation
how
is the problem.
just like how the left really wants there to be every single time a white supremacist as the school shooter, these motherfuckers were chomping at the bit for a transgender to be the school shooter, and they finally got one after a while.
Oh yeah, I mean it was gonna happen eventually. If it, hi Dylan, hi Natanya. Here's what I will say, because the thing is, this is why they were chomping at the bit, and I'm not saying it's right, but I get why they were, because they kept saying the media would quiet any time a shooter of any kind was not white. So the narrative kept happening that it was only young, male, straight, white people that were shooting things up, even though there were plenty of mass shootings and school shootings. Not saying it's a good thing, but that were done by Hispanics, blacks, women. And so the problem with it is, this is why they were chomping at it, to try to sit there and say, see, it happens all over the board.
I will respectfully stop you right there.
What?
I don't know why everybody's chomping at the bit, because it's so odd. Why do you want to chomp at the bit to say this side from one example is the problem?
And
And
that's
it's
what I'm
just
getting
like
there.
that other side. Because how long was it? And fuck, we're gonna have to like sit down one day and venture the timelines of school shootings from the past 2 years.
Right.
How long were motherfuckers just chomping at the bit for it to be a white straight male? It is too long, because you had moments where, oh, fuck, they ain't tell us the skin color. We know the game. We know who it is.
Mm-hmm.
And it turned out to be a black person. And all the people who were like, all the white supremacists at it again, they shut the fuck up. Now we got, no, they're not showing us all the footage. What do you mean? What do you think it is? Well, it's still a white person, but now it's a white person that's a leftist. They're a transgender. And now the game is to say, see, this is what transgenderism does. I'm sorry. Last I checked, all people who either cut off their dick or put one on, they don't care about your kids. They just trying to live life as who they claim to be. A lot of them don't want to shoot up schools. A lot of them don't even like children. We got examples of people who are trans, who go to drag shows, who put kids in some very odd situations. Is that everybody? No. Because if we're going to play the generalism game, all white people are racist, all black people are thugs, and all Mexicans are illegal. And we wouldn't get anywhere trying to solve the problem. And what is the problem? A fucking psychopath going into a school or any building and just saying, I'm going to bust a clip in a few of them.
And I agree. And that's why I said it before, and I'll say it again. The problem is, if you've noticed, there's been an uptick in the last 8 years of school shootings. Now, if you look at it, let me get through this little thought process of mine. immediately aligns with mental health being taken in the wrong direction. Instead of challenging mental health and trying to resolve the problem, we have become across the board, no matter what the mental health problem is, validating. Validating rage, validating anger, validating violence, validating how people feel. And the problem is, it's become socially acceptable to be violent against those you don't agree with. And so the problem is when you justify this, and then you've got medical professionals and mental health professionals either having these mental health issues and then trying to counsel, quote unquote, others for these problems. You are now creating a endless cycle, an Ouroboros of mental health. Because I will never be in the camp of mental health doesn't exist, because I know for a fact it exists. I've seen it too often. However, I do believe that the problem with mental health today is that the pendulum has swung in the wrong direction. We had a small amount of time where we were looking at someone and saying, "Why do you feel this way? This is incorrect. We should unpack your trauma and fix it." And then, because that was too cruel, because some people didn't like it, we then started saying, "No, your mental health is valid. Your mental illness is exactly how you feel, and we just need to help you feel comfortable, not fix it, not change it, not make you better, but just make you comfortable in the mental illness that you have."
Hold on. I want to correct Estebano in your chat. Mental health is a problem. And I believe these dumb fuck children do need help.
Yes.
For me, it's a problem, not an excuse.
To me, it is absolutely a problem. I don't believe you should ever excuse someone's mental health for their actions. I don't care what you have, and that includes myself. So, like, for instance, I have ADHD, and I was informed by
You got a
multiple.
lot more than ADHD.
Listen, that's the main one, okay? And my ADHD really plays a hefty role in how I understand what people say to me, how I understand and learn. And so I have to, on my own, one, explain to someone, "Hey, I apologize in advance. This is how I learn. I am going to do my best to learn how you teach me. It might be a little infuriating to have to teach me, and I might get things wrong. I apologize, and I'm going to do my best." So that way they know in advance that there's a little something wrong with me, and it might get a little infuriating having to teach me stuff. That sometimes I'm going to hear something and my brain is not going to process it properly. And they need to know that, because it's not fair to expect someone to accommodate me, but rather to call me out and say, "Hey, you know what, Cass? That's not what I said." Or, "Hey, Cass, that is not how I'm trying to teach you. You need to learn this way." And then I need to, on my own, because it is my problem, not theirs, figure out how to fix that, so that way we can cohesively exist. And see, this is the problem. If you have OCD, hold on, guys. Matt, there is a very bad yowling going on. I'll be right back, guys. Leon, talk.
No, I thought that you might have heard like a car going past my window.
No. I heard something in my house.
All right. Yeah, my stance on school shootings, and this is just me, you are all welcome to disagree with me. The reason, or like whatever justification, really isn't strong enough to me. You got people who say, "Oh, it's video." I will always hate the video game argument, because you'd have a lot more school shootings if it was Call of Duty. You would infinitely have way more school shootings if it were Call of Duty. But like the mental health, the bullying, the problems at home, none of those like are strong enough to make me be like, okay, I'm cool with it. Like I don't think nothing would make anybody cool with it. because somebody decided to spend time getting guns, whether they bought them or got them from somebody else or stole them, and took innocent people's lives. And I wish this was my stream so I could put it on the screen where you have motherfuckers actually sitting there saying, yo, this happened because of Tennessee legislation. And I'm sorry, that is the dumbest shit you could think of. Because when you hear that statement and then you take a second to sit back and wonder, wait a minute, kids don't make laws. And it's fucking stupid for anybody to say kids should be held to the responsibility of what adults are doing to the point that they die for it. Maybe I'm a little bit retarded, but that makes no fucking sense. Now, I don't know how many of you know of me and watch my fucking content, but when it comes to somebody who's a mass murderer or a rapist, I'm not showing respect to them in any capacity. So to the people who say you're misgendering a school shooter, you can suck my dick and my fake one. Because there's not no way in fuck.
I thought one of our cats was hurt. So, sorry to interrupt. Not one of my cats, but it's definitely a cat that's under my house somewhere. And I don't know how to get to it. So, that sucks. But I'm back.
Answer this question.
I can answer a question.
It might sound very weird, but answer this question honestly.
Okay.
Can 3 9-year-old children make laws? Yes or no?
I think 9-year-old children can impact a law, but I don't
yes
think
or no?
But I don't think they can make
9-year-old children sit down in a building and craft a law to be put into effect?
No.
So I don't see why the fuck anybody would make any statement saying kids, 9-year-olds, died because of laws. That's just a brain dead ass take to me.
For me, I think a child's experience, what can impact a child, what can hurt a child, what can affect their future.
I didn't ask
Actually, no, that's what I'm saying though. I think that should be taken into account when you make a law that affects children. But do I think that children have the capacity, the understanding? No, because the problem is at the end of the day, that takes life experience, it takes greater understanding, and it takes acknowledgement of the larger well-being. A lot of times when kids craft these ideas, they make it very simplistic and very shallow. And it's not a negative thing to say. They're kids. Even adults do that. If you lack life experience, all right, so I'm actually going to take it on a different direction and actually base it off a tweet you just made recently about just Pearly. Okay? Pearly may have one or two good takes, but Pearly overall lacks a lot of life experience. And she makes a lot of comments about life that she has no clue about. I watched her take about marriage and divorce and chores, and the fact that she would think chores is a silly thing to get divorced over shows she does not understand just how much burden keeping a house is to a member of a relationship, man or woman. When you have the burden of taking care of everything, of the cooking, the cleaning, the bills, the scheduling, taking care of the car, that is a toll upon you. So yes, you might have the money to back it up, but if you expect your spouse to do all of that without you helping whatsoever, even if you make the majority of the money, you are wrong. You are 100% wrong. And she could not understand that. She's like, just work it out. Oh, if you've got kids, your kids are all that matters. Yes. But remember that if your kids witness you growing up, they see that mommy never helps daddy. Daddy did everything while mommy sat around and did nothing, or vice versa. Your child is learning that's how they should treat their spouse. Your child is learning that their spouse is nothing more than a maid, a glorified maid. So it's stuff like that where in order to speak on certain topics, you really do have to have at least some life lessons. At least to think you're making an impact. You can have an opinion on whatever you want. But even if, see now, Bublito's being a smartass, but it's true. Is this where I put on my Andrew Tate persona and tell you woman's place is at home and mine is at working, bringing money? Even if that is the case, let's say in a perfect world, yes, Bubs, you make the majority of the money and your fiance is at home, right? Okay. That doesn't absolve you from helping out around the house, from being a father, from helping out with chores, from helping out with planning, from taking on some of the burden of the household. There should be something that you also do for your spouse, because running a household as the one who runs her household, it is a full-time job. And I also work a full-time job, and I do content creation, and I babysit. And I can tell you, it's a lot of work. And it's something that my husband and I have gotten in fights over, and we've had to resolve as a couple. Do you understand where I'm going on that one, Leon?
No, because I hate when you deviate to try to bring up something else. I don't give a fuck about just pearly things. I'm interested interested in the topic of children dying. I don't give a fuck about some white bitch who can't have a coherent point.
But you didn't understand what I was talking about. See, that's what I'm trying to say.
Because you deviated to something else. Of course,
it's not deviating. My point is, you said children writing laws.
We were
children
no. See, you're doing the thing again. I asked you a yes or no, and you went for your interpretation. I asked you if children could make laws, yes or no. For some reason, you started talking about the experience of some white bitch. I don't care about that white bitch. That bitch might be cool to y'all. She had one or two good takes. I'm pretty sure if I look at Hitler's history, some dumbass will say Hitler had one or two good takes. It's not a point.
See, you didn't listen to what I said, though.
I didn't, because it had nothing to do with what I asked.
But it did.
It didn't.
It did, because if you're going to sit there, not you, if you're going to sit there and say children impact these laws in that way.
I didn't say that.
Not you. I just said not you. Listen. Then you have to sit there and say, oh, well, children can write these laws and children can relate to these laws, but they lack any experience. And see, that's what I had said. And that's why I use it as an example.
It's a bad example.
It's not.
It really is.
The point is, at the end of the day, why would you punish children?
Oh, Lord. Gothics went live.
Yeah.
Oh, no. She's talking about the school shooting.
My issue is, if you're doing this because of the law and you don't want it to harm children, why would your first instinct be to then walk into a school and harm children? That's where I don't understand it.
No,
like that.
No,
that makes
she's
zero
talking
sense.
about the Bible.
Well, yeah. And? How do you feel about that, Leon?
I mean, I don't know what she said beforehand. I think this stream started like 10 minutes ago.
It did. I saw the alert on my phone. But I just don't understand. Yeah, I understand Star Son experience helped my right. But it's just like the point is with all of this is, all right, so let's get into the mind of an extremist who does these things.
No, thank you. I'm good.
What's the outcome? What is?
I'm good.
I don't understand it. What solves it? That's my question. What has been solved? What has been resolved? What has gotten fixed?
Oh man, well, it's been a day, so nothing. You can ask that same thing when it's a white cis wannabe racist who does it, who was bullied in school and has his manifesto. Look at over the course of history, nothing got solved. Nothing's been solved really when you think about it.
That's why I don't get it. I don't get why.
Columbine was how long ago?
Huh?
Columbine was how long ago?
My God, I was 11 when Columbine happened.
Look at you now, 88.
It's been 88 years. But I don't know. I guess that's what I always question every time this happens. What? And I know it's stupid to question a crazy person. I know.
Leon used the word cis.
Everybody says, God damn it, cis. God damn it, I'm tired of these cis heterosexual straight males. Actually, a cis het white
I
male.
don't give a fuck, man. I can't keep up with all these words. I like Gothix's hair. It's way better than your cartoon hair over there.
Listen, we all know I'm ugly. Get over it.
I ain't saying nothing about you. I was talking about your hair. But since you said it, the shoe fit, you know?
Yep. But the point is, she always had good hair.
You sound tired today. Welcome, Moon. You haven't been around in a while.
Child, tired.
You've missed a lot, man.
Moon's been doing a lot of growth. I'm very proud of her.
Haven't we all? Some of us struggled, but
well, you know I'm always here for you.
Gay.
I know. I'm only half gay.
Oh, Lord. What is Gothix talking? Let me turn this up.
Oh, God. You can't help yourself.
Oh, she's talking about atheist.
A lot of atheists have been coming at her about her videos.
I don't care. What videos? She ain't post shit in like 2 months. What videos?
She's been posting shorts.
Oh.
She has posted several shorts, sir.
I don't even want to know Matt Walsh's take on this because not so much where were you when these other school shootings happened. It's just I know you gonna crank this shit up by 40 for no reason.
Well, he always has a take on all of them. I will say that he's speaking on all of them. I just don't always
on all of them, but I know this motherfucker is not essentially gonna have a field day, but stats prove there are more straight individuals shooting up schools. So I just hope he has the exact same energy and not more of a cranked up energy.
I'm not allowed to post my shorts anymore. Apparently, the smell is a health hazard. Stop it. But it's the problem is straight, gay, bi, trans, whatever. You're hurting somebody. You're ending a life. And you're ending a life because you feel that you didn't get what you wanted out of life. So you've got to take it out on others. That's my problem. That's where I have an issue. You don't like yourself. You manage yourself.
What is Gothix talking about?
Bro, I don't know because I can't hear it.
She has this picture up of something and I can't read it because the quality of whatever streaming service she's on is bad.
Go to your thing and adjust the setting.
It's still bad.
Let me try. Hold on.
I have it on the best setting.
Let me go look. Let me go see. Okay, that is kind of blurry. Let me try. Quality, advanced. Okay, hold on. I can read it. Let me see.
I mean, I agree with what she just said. There are people who just want to fan the flames to make the left look bad. Case in point, when that Texas school shooting happened and everybody thought it was a good idea to just point the finger at a random transgender who wasn't even in the same state.
Right. So here is what I think about free speech on campus. Although I do not advocate violating federal and state criminal codes, I think it is far more admirable to kill a racist, homophobic, or transphobic speaker than it is to shout them down. Okay, when right-wing groups invite such speakers to campus, it is precisely because they want to provoke an incident that discredits the left and gives more publicity and validation to those reprehensible views than they could otherwise attain. The protesters get blamed instead of the bigoted speaker. The university administration finds a perfect excuse to side publicly with the racists or phobes, and the national and international press find a field day saying the bigots are the ones being oppressed rather than the people those bigots are actually hate being the victims of oppression. In short, every time protesters shout down a racist or transphobic speaker, they are indulging their own moral sense of validity at the expense of actually strengthening the very bigots against whom they are protesting. The exemplary historical figure in this regard is Shalom Schwarzbard, who assassinated the anti-Semitic butcher Simon Petliura rather than trying to shout him down. So this Steven Shaviro is nuts, is what we're saying. This guy is certifiable. He is saying instead of discussing or protesting your opposition, you should endgame them. That is what this person is saying. That it's far more admirable to endgame someone than to outwardly disagree with them. I want you to think about that. That's horrific. That's disgusting.
And we gonna play Mario Party. Gothic's got it for some reason.
I keep getting asked to play Mario Party with my friend Janice, so she kept asking me when I was doing weddings and baby showers, and I'm like, girl, you picked the wrong week. Maybe tonight after I get back, whenever, if I go anywhere. Yeah, try for tonight. I think tonight would be good. But that's what that person was saying. Oh boy.
I just couldn't fucking read it because the quality is bad.
You got to look it up on your phone. Honestly, the phone will read it better. Yeah, they held up him as if he was a hero. Like, that's just so disturbing to me, guys. That is so disturbing to me. And this is what I'm talking about. This is the extremism. Like, it's just like people that say the only good homo is a endgame homo. That's just as extreme.
I did this. So look, I'm watching Gothic stream, and somebody said, "What did God create? What did God create the universe with?" And Gothic's response is, "He's God." And it's like, it's these statements that make certain Christians look a certain way.
The problem is that is honestly what we are taught, and I have nothing else to say. Like, when everybody asks me how I can believe in science and God, what I tell them is this: if you look at science and don't see the hand of a higher being involved, you're not looking right. Because there's so much that goes into it. There's so much delicate balance and so much intricacy in nature and science and history. The only way I can view it is through the lens of belief. I am not one of those Christians that's like, yes, it was 7 days. Or, because my dad even had a monk say to him once, a Franciscan monk, old school, friar tuck hat, hair and everything. He said, do you read the Bible and believe it is 100% accurate? And everyone in the class said yes. He goes, oh, so you're all fucking stupid. This is what a monk said to my father back in the 70s. He said, this was passed over 5,000 years by word of mouth. He said, in tribes that didn't understand not to kill each other. And you're going to take what they passed around by word of mouth over thousands of years as 100% accurate. He said, these were stories designed to keep stupid people in a moral compass. He said, a lot of these people were inbred. A lot of these people lacked nutrition. They lacked any form of basic education. He said, and their leaders were trying to instill morality in them. He said, so these are old stories told by ancient people to keep a moral code amongst their populace. He said, and we, educated, are going to sit there and say it's 100% accurate word for word? He said no. And that's why when someone says, well, Esteban just kind of enlightened on it. Technically, yes, God spoke through someone and they put words on paper. But there is no perfect human. There has never been a perfect human. The closest that it came to was Jesus. And so if you think for 5 seconds that a person who heard the word of God didn't turn around and rewrite it for selfish reasons, even the apostles betrayed Jesus. So don't sit there and believe for 5 seconds that holy people are infallible, because they are not. And as a believer, I understand the only infallible creation, the only infallible being in this world is the Holy Trinity. Beyond that, you just have to accept that you are imperfect, and everyone around you is as well. And that's a comfort for me. Now, did you hear any of that, Leon, or did you ignore me? I know you're there because I can hear the cars in the background. He's ignoring me. There is a belief, or rather modern day explanation, that science is God's way of teaching us his miracles. I do believe that that is a very valid way of doing it. Because a lot of people will tell you, if you try to understand the workings of the Lord, you can't. And the thing is, that can get put into practice anytime that you, whatchamacallit, you try to understand infinity.
All right, I'm back.
Did you hear anything I said?
No.
You
weren't talking to me, so I walked away.
Yes, I was talking to you. I was literally talking to you.
You were talking about something Esteban said, and I walked away.
No, I literally said, I will explain to you what I feel about what Gothic said, and that's what I was trying to tell you.
And then you said something that Esteban said. I'm like, all right, you ain't talking to me.
No, I was saying, look, Esteban pointed it out, and I'll elaborate on that. I said it to you.
Well, I didn't hear any of that.
All right. Well, let me just summarize
it.
No, it's real quick.
No, it ain't.
Yes, it is.
No, it ain't.
Yes, it is.
No, it ain't.
Science.
I know it ain't.
That's it. Science is proof of God. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
That's the shorthand version of what I just said. And the thing is, guys, I want you to think about it. Try to imagine unlimited. Truly unlimited. Endless space. Just try to imagine it. Go ahead. I want you to wrap your head around it. That there is no beginning. There is no end. It is unlimited. Truly try to understand that. And your head's going to start to hurt, because the thing is, for humans, there is a beginning. There is an end. And it is always a concise beginning and a concise end. An endless black void, exactly. What do you think, Leon? I am talking to you. He dipped out the moment I started to elaborate, I imagine. Head will hurt. My chest hurts thinking about that because of how big that is. Exactly. Endless space. It's easy to imagine. Damn. I can't with you two. But I like that, how you put it, Bubs, because that's how I see it. All one has to do is look at the world to see the evidence of God. Intelligent design is so obvious.
All right, I'm back.
Do you believe in intelligent design?
I'm gonna go walk away again.
That's me, do you? Leon. And where is said endless space? Exactly. It's just endless. There is no where. It's all. Me personally, I love the balance of nature. I love science. I love seeing, for instance, how a fucking bug can somehow all on its own look exactly like plants. And when they try to explain to me, I'm like, yeah, but how? How? Oh, it did it all. How? Look at how things evolved. It doesn't, in the end, it doesn't truly make sense unless there was some kind of intervention. I'm sorry. It just doesn't. Like, oh, well, they evolved that way to live closer to the water, but how? Okay. How did they get the mutations? Because I understand that, the mutation came along and more accepted that. I get that point of it. I do. But how? They don't simply decide, oh, I just want to have that mutation, so I'm going to have it. They can't. It doesn't work that way. Something had to step in and help that mutation along. That's how I see it. Leon is like a stubborn child, doesn't want to hit right. We need to play again. I know. He's got to get his own Switch. That's the problem, Moon.
Yeah, I'm back.
Mm-hmm. You just keep waiting till the conversation changes, don't you?
I don't know when the conversation changes. I just come back.
It exactly as it changes. Okay, well, what do you want to talk about, Leon?
The fuck are you drawing?
I'm drawing my face. So these are when I make a video, but I don't want to have my face up. So I'm making sprites to emote my words. And I might utilize them also as the emotes for when I finally do my YouTube membership. Which I don't know why you haven't done that yet. You should. You already have all the things you need.
You talking to me?
Yes. Who else would I be talking to?
Repeat that because I wasn't listening. And I actually had my headphones on, so I wasn't paying attention.
I was saying you should use all your Twitch emoticons and do a YouTube membership. You already have all the tools.
I don't have anything to make people pay for.
You have you, and it's just to support you. When are you gonna get over the fact that people actually like you, kid?
The problem is they would want to spend money on something they could have. And I don't have anything extra for people to pay for.
Actually, you do. You have your emotes, and they're rather nice ones. Like, those are really good emotes. Tis my personal opinion. Zoro, you are so fucking heavy. God almighty, cat. And he keeps falling asleep, like truly falling asleep. So he's making my arm go numb. At least my carpal tunnel. So last week, Leon, I made over 140 shepherd's pie pasties, as they're called. Deep sigh, what?
What does this have to do with anything?
Will you stop talking so I don't know what to talk to you about? Because every time I try to bring up the subject at hand, you were talking about God.
I don't know what the subject at hand is.
Well, every time I talked about God and what Gothics was talking about, you'd check out.
No, excuse me. We had already spoke about what Gothics was talking about. You went to talk about something else. and I dipped out. It's like, all right, that's not what I signed up for.
All right, well, what are you signing up for then? Do tell. Oh, fuck. What would you like to talk about?
I might take a nap.
Stayed up late last night, didn't you?
Not really. I'm just really tired.
Is the temperature jumping a lot over in Florida too?
No, it's been a consistent. It's been a consistent like 77 to 79.
It was 38 earlier this week. It was 85 the other day. Then it went down to 72. And now it is at 65 today.
Maybe that's what it was where you at, nigga. But around here, it's been like a cool 77, 79.
Cool, that's hot here. At least to me it is. Everyone else is like, oh, I need it to be 85 or 90, and I hate it. I hate it so much.
Getting him to talk about religion is like squeezing blood from a stone, basically. Leah's like a stubborn child that doesn't want to hear it. I mean, if it has nothing to do with me or the conversation that I brought forth to the table, why would I want to hear it?
Well, the only other conversation we ever talked
Like,
about.
for example, me trying to get a yes or no from Starsand, and she starts talking about some white chick.
I gave you a yes or no, and then I elaborated on my point.
Obviously, I didn't need elaboration. I didn't need any foregone conclusions that you try to make all connect to each other. I just needed a yes and a no.
Well, then what else did you want to talk about it?
That was it. I just needed to know.
Well, now you know.
Let's talk about this platform known as Kick.
Yeah, I actually do want to know about that because I tried to download the app and it doesn't exist.
It's because you don't have a fucking Apple product.
Oh, ew.
So it won't. The app will not be accessible to you probably for another day, if not later tonight for some odd ass reason, because the fucking Apple version of the app dropped Sunday, damn near like 11 o'clock at night.
So now, what is it exactly?
It's Twitch, but green. You laughing? I'm serious.
I know. I remember when you said it, and I was like, I hope it's not just that, but like
it is just that. It's
so
Twitch,
is it the same rules?
but it's green. It's not the same rules.
That's
worse.
What I want to know.
It's worse.
Oh my god, are the rules stricter?
No, it's so you could basically do whatever the fuck you want on here, which makes it worse.
To an extent. I mean, there's gonna be a lot
there's
more
no to a fucking extent. There's literally fucking streams of bitches playing with their pussy. So all you people that was upset about like pool streams, you'd be really upset about what's going on this app.
Well, I think the reason they were upset about it on there is because Twitch was designed for kids, and it's marketed to kids, and kids could get any of that at any time. Whereas Kick, from what I've seen, the people who have mentioned it, you and a couple of others, it seems to be a very like adult.
No, it's not. It is Twitch, but it's green.
No, what I'm saying is it's marketed towards adults.
It's not.
That's not good.
Twitch is marketed towards the same people that Kick is marketed towards. Fucking kids, teenagers, and adults who all like to stream and watch streams. Hey, I got 101 followers.
Now that gets you affiliate, right?
The affiliate fucking process is easier because all you got to do is stream for 5 hours and have fucking 75 followers.
Well, that's nice. Now, what is their percentage for affiliates?
Apparently it's 95.5 for right now, but as time grows, that shit's gonna fucking drop.
Oh yeah. Right now they're gonna have it nice and high to get you in there.
I'm trying to get a piece of that.
Do you feel it's clunky?
What?
Do you feel it works well? Like, is it as good as Twitch or no?
I don't know. Well, the fucking app, fucking searching for shit on the app is abysmal unless you're using the fucking like shit on your computer. So I hope they fucking fix that because it's absolutely dog shit on the app.
That's my biggest problem with Rumble. Everyone's like, you should get yourself on Rumble, and I am on Rumble, but it's really not enjoyable to use. Like, that's my biggest problem. It's really not enjoyable to use for me. Like, I had everything integrated onto my Odyssey, which is nice, so I have it backed up there. So every time I upload onto YouTube, but I don't know, my Twitch is never going to get anything big. So for me, I don't know, maybe I'll make a kick just because. First, I thought it was Keek. I was like, Keek already exists. So now, does all the OBS and everything still work well on it?
Yeah. It's just a bitch and a half that this shit is not like on OBS's settings, so you gotta fucking manually put in the stream key and shit.
Ew. I do like the overall advertising designs though. Like when you go on it, it does look kind of cool.
No, it doesn't.
For what it is, I think it is.
Shit looks ass.
Stupid old. There we go. There we go. So what else has been going on with you, nephew?
Gothics is talking about the school shooting.
I thought we already talked about that.
I was waiting for her to talk about the school shooting. She's been talking about the Bible for like 30 minutes.
Oh my god, how dare she? What a bitch. Oh, stupid skank. There we go. Dude, do you have like a church near you? That's a lot of songs in the background.
What are you talking about?
It sounds like some kind of like organ music is in the background of your house.
Have you never heard a fucking car drive past a window?
Bro, not like that. It just sounded different. That's all.
Well, number one, it's coming through a fucking microphone, so of course it's gonna sound different. Leon was right. Kicks, pool, and hot tub sections. Thank you. Told you. Is was literally on stream with a buddy of mine, and he was showing me like what they were doing in the categories, and a bitch was playing with a pussy.
Damn.
So good luck trying to say that this is for kids.
I was assuming it was not for kids. Like I was assuming like they were advertising it as like. I mean, who would think that putting something where there's no boundaries would be okay for children? Seriously. That should just be obvious. At least it should be obvious. Maybe I'm wrong. Do you think they care? Not the girls. I mean, kick themselves.
No, they care. They go sit there and say, "Oh, we love it right now," but just like many other apps, as soon as they get a lot of traction, they gonna have to fucking shut that shit down.
Oh yeah, that'll kill them. I don't know about you kids. These are looking pretty darn good. I'm telling you, I don't call her a skank. I call myself a skank, you dumb bitch. There we go.
Why are you talking about transgenderism, Gothics?
It's Vanessa, why wouldn't she?
But why? This could not be in context to this school shooting.
It probably is.
This is what I was talking about earlier. This fanfare of, all right, let's talk about the problems with trans people. Like, all right, we get it. But like, this ain't the first school shooting.
We know. How you doing, Linda? Is it scaring you yet? Oh, hey, Hunty. Does anyone remember Keek? Keek's still around.
What? How the fuck are you saying keek? It's kick.
No, bitch, there's two different kinds.
No, and fuck
Yes.
you. No, fuck you for that. I'm leaving.
So, Keek, whatchamacalls it, I have not gone on Keek in a long time. I was one of the first people to join back when it came out within, like, I would say they added streaming. First school shooting was done by a Native American with a bow. Therefore, all school shootings are for appropriation. Stop it. Wait, what time is it? Oh, wow, I only got 5 minutes left anyways. Let's see if I can get this sketch done in that time. Oops, fucked up on the nose. Nope. 1, 2, 3. Nope. I don't like the thickness of the line there. Can you guys hear it? It's Orion being a bitch in the background. And Starman is passed out because he got stressed from therapy. Hey, just dropping by. Hi, Holly. Yeah, Keek came out right after YouTube. Because Vine came out like 5 seconds after I got out of high school. And I loved Vine. Oh, did I love Vine. I'm still mad Vine went away. Yes, Greta. What's the matter, baby girl? Yeah, let me tell you something, guys. You want to know who would absolutely, like, just spoil the shit out of Orion? It's Bublito. He would absolutely enable all of Orion's bad behavior, which is why Bub needs to stay in Canada. Because if I let him come here, he'll let Orion misbehave. He'll let him be a naughty boy. What, Greta? What, Greta? What's the matter, baby? I know, Bubs doesn't love you like he loves Orion. Here comes the spoiled brat now. Yes, sir. What is it, sir? Yes. Did you hear me giving someone else attention? And how dare I? TikTok is more cringe. Keek was more fun and just lighthearted. TikTok is just the devil. But it's where all the other people reside. Let me tell you something, guys. I found out so much today. So, one of my recent videos, I featured a young lady, Kayla Shea. I always say her last name wrong. But Kayla, she has really pointed out some stuff that even I missed for one of the people. You know, the lady, it's like, did you know the diet industry makes more than $70 billion a year? But she says if you don't eat fast food, you're racist. Yeah. Not eating fast food, racism. Because only white people don't eat fast food, even though most white people started fast food. Vine had like 3 funny videos. No, it's a lie. Vine was amazing. I loved Vine. I'm gonna finish this sketch and then I'll be gone for the day. Two bros chilling in a hot tub 5 feet apart because they're not gay. I'm just finding old YouTube, right? Just get diagnosed with cool guy syndrome. Rather have Vine than TikTok any day, right? Well, back to work. Shia. Bye. Listen, we don't get a page to Logan, Jake Paul, Gabby, Hannah, or none of them. Just remember the one funny video they had and maybe yeet them into space. See, I loved things like Thomas Sanders and whatchamacallit, how Smosh used to do some really great videos on there. Like, there are people who can make good TikToks, but the problem is the amount of people that use TikTok for wholesome shit is not good. And on top of that, they've actually done research on the fact that that quick video format is really bad for our brains because it conditions us to get instant gratification instead of being able to be patient to sit around and wait. Daz Black is an amazing Viner, and I actually enjoy his current videos that he uploads. Do not know him, but I shall look him up. My boss is calling me. But I'm still on stream. You're not supposed to be off 3 minutes ago. So I know why she's calling me. Because she thinks I'm done. I'm just finishing these last few lines. All right. I think I did pretty good. All right, guys. That is 4 of my sprites done. With this, I believe I am going to call it a day because I might still have things to do. Not sure yet. But I want to tell you guys, remember to keep an eye out. I'm going to be uploading some shorts because the votes have spoken. If you haven't voted yet, go ahead just for the sake of it. What, baby boy? I know you're so sad. Oh no. They're gonna be pretty flat colored, just so that way I can get them up and out of the way. But thank you guys for joining me today. Thank you guys for helping me out with plotting and planning these. Hopefully I can get them done as soon as possible. Thank you, Holly. Thank you, everyone, for complimenting them. But here's what I will tell you all. Please pray for the families that lost people yesterday. Pray for all of us that we can get some kind of sanity soon enough. You will see my new video coming out on Thursday. Yes, it will actually come out. Remember to tell people that are important to you that you love them and to be safe. So, guys, I love you. Be safe. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe, share if you haven't. Now I add the titty horn. I'm not adding the titty horn. Otherwise, guys, have a great week. Stay safe. Keep your sanity. And I love you all, and I will talk to you soon. Have a great day, guys.